Hello everybody, this is GQuuuuuuX coming at you with a 500 cost rated match here in the buffed Alex. We are going to be on City Ruins for this match here, and this is going to be the last video of 2025. This is going to be coming out on New Year's Eve. 2026 is going to be right around the corner, and with it tonight is going to be the next big GBO2 update, which is supposed to be bringing us a lot of interesting things. I'll try to cover that later in the video, probably in a separate section near the very end, but for now I did want to focus on the Alex here, which was buffed as part of the December 2025 unit adjustments. And even though I initially said in my last Saturday stream that I really wasn't that interested in the December adjustments, that kind of quickly changed. I started playing some of the buffed suits, and some of them were really interesting and just fun to use again, and yeah, really thought I'd talk about some of the adjustments, especially since I really didn't get to talk about the November ones that we had. So definitely want to talk about some of the December ones here, because again, there is some pretty neat things going on here. And with the Alex here, yeah, that's what we're going to be starting off with. The Alex is a general type mobile suit. The version I'm using here is going to be the level 2. The suit is native to 450 and goes up to 600. And starting off with the unit specs here, the unit HP has been enhanced from 13,000 to 15,000, with upper levels also being enhanced. High-speed movement has been enhanced from 190 to 200. Thrusters have been enhanced from 60 to 65. For your part slots, your close-range slots have been increased from 15 to 16, mid-range slots have been increased from 13 to 14, and long-range slots have been increased from 8 to 9, with the upper levels also being enhanced. The unit skill, Anti-Blast Stabilizer Level 1, has been given, and the unit skill, Pursuit Prevention Attack Program Level 1 has been given. And what the skill does is that if you halt an enemy pursuit, your attack power will temporarily be boosted, and your ranged weapon reload time and overheat recovery will be temporarily reduced. For your main melee weapon, the Alex Beam Saber, they increase the combo compensation for this weapon. And for your sub-weapon, the ARM 90mm Gatling Cannon, the power has been increased from 130 to 140, with upper levels being enhanced. They increase the damage bonus against shields. The stagger accumulation value has been enhanced. They reduce the recoil. The automatic aiming compensation range has been extended, and the weapon switching time has been shortened. And that's everything for the list here for the Alex. A relatively shorter adjustment list here, and kind of to start things off, I'm trying to think the best way to word this. I kind of want to start with what they adjusted first before kind of talking about the Alex as a whole. And looking at the adjustments here, I can really see what they were going for with the increased stagger on the Gatling and the Pursuit Prevention Attack Program skill. It does seem like they want the Alex to kind of fill more of the role of being a staggering suit. It's supposed to help like interrupt enemy combos and like things like that. And that is something that the Alex is fairly capable of doing. The Gatling does have a pretty decent stagger value, and for the beam rifle, which I'm using here, the beam rifle, it is capable of charging for an instant stun, and if you hit 3 uncharged shots, you can get a accumulation stagger that way. So the Alex definitely does have the means to kind of get those stuns and staggers and kind of like help with that. But the big thing that I've kind of been having with the Alex, the kind of like the big conflicting question that I've kind of been having with it is unfortunately something that I think has been kind of common with a lot of like 450, 500, 400 suits, kind of like in that cost range. It's simply, you know, why would you want to use the Alex over the RX-78-2, the OG Gundam? Ever since they've buffed the original Gundam, that's kind of just been one of the big main generals for like 400, 450, 500, even some of the higher costs, but like especially at those like, you know, closer to native costs for the suit. As you can see here, even in this match, there's quite a few, I believe, RX-78-2s out, so that's kind of just the unfortunate question with the Alex here. What is it really offering that the RX-78-2 can't do? And while I do like what they tried to do with the suit, I don't think it's necessarily enough to really make the Alex a like main go-to pick. Um, that's like really my only big concern with the Alex. It just seems like, again, why would you pick this over a lot of the other suits that are available? Like even looking at 500 here with the level 2 Alex, you have the level 3 RX-78-2. You have the the GQuuuuuX at this cost. You have the narrative Gundam. You already have like a lot of really good generals that like the Alex has to compete with. So again, it's just kind of like, why would you pick this over the other options? Though not to say that the Alex is bad by any means. It's a serviceable general for the most part. I've had some pretty good matches using it after the adjustment. And again, the suit itself is serviceable. You can get some pretty good like results with it, as you'll see at the end of the match I have here. And some of the matches I've gone to, I've been able to do really good with it at 450 to 500. So on a base level, I do think the Alex can perform well, and really seeing what they're trying to do with the adjustment here, I do think it is a good start. I just think the Alex could maybe use a bit more of an adjustment to really kind of bring it up to the, again, just the other suits that are currently available at the cost, especially when it comes to, like, generals at 450 and 500. Really just, again, a lot of those closer to native costs is where I really kind of see the concern here with just the other options that players can pick. But again, aside from that, I think this is a good starting point for the Alex, and as I said, I do see the vision with the adjustments, trying to make it focus more on staggers and kind of interrupting enemy combos. I can see like what they were maybe going for when they did the adjustment, which is again a really neat thing to try to make the Alex stand out a bit more, kind of give it a bit more of a unique usage. But as it is now, even if the suit can perform decently well, I just don't think it is necessarily enough at the moment. And that's really most of what I have to say here for the Alex. A serviceable general that could really just use a lot more. Maybe in a future adjustment, just kind of some more overall things to kind of help it. Again, I like the direction. I think this is a good start for the suit, but it really just feels like they could maybe do a bit more with it. So, we'll have to see when they drop the next set of unit adjustments how the stats for the Alex kind of compare to what they were originally with the data, see if this kind of does help the suit out. But nearing the last few seconds of the match here, and then we'll see how we did here on this round for 500. And yep, there's some good work there. Timeout, mission over, and let's see how we did. Mission complete. And for our final stats, did get top in individual and top in damage. And 8 kills with 0 loss, first in damage and first in individual. Again, really good results here with the Alex. It's a suit that can still perform really well in the right scenarios, and that's going to be it for the round there. And really I don't have anything else to close off with the Alex here that I haven't mentioned already. It's a just perfectly serviceable suit that I think could just use a bit more of an adjustment, but again, we'll see with the reference data when the next line of adjustment comes out, like, if this changes the stats in a meaningful way. Just kind of one of those things we'll have to wait and see what the, kind of data shows. But, yeah, that's going to be everything for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the buffed Alex. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I hope everybody has a happy new year, and I will see you in the next one. Later. If you're staying for this extra little news part of the video, I thank you for staying by. Just wanted to do a quick rundown of the, things we're supposed to be seeing in the upcoming update and kind of the time after that as well. And the big thing is that on New Year's, we are supposed to be getting the Crossbone Gundam X1 Full Cloth. That is going to be a 5-star 750 cost general. And on top of that, we're also going to be getting victory suits in GBO2. So on the same day as the Crossbone Full Cloth, we are going to be getting the Gun Tank R44. That's going to be one of the step-up banners where you have the levels 1 through 4, kind of what they did with the Dozelzaku in suits like that. And it is supposed to start at 550 and go to 700. And then in the following weeks, we are going to be having the Victory Gundam and the Shokyu. And what's really interesting is that, as far as I've heard, both of these suits are 600. I definitely have heard the Victory Gundam is 600. I'm not sure about the Shokyu, but the main interesting thing about them is that these suits are going to be capable of flight, which is going to be very interesting to see how that kind of shifts the kind of meta at these costs, because again, if they're like at 600 and things like that, we've already had a lot of flat booster suits, but these are going to be like more capable of flights like the Z and the Penelope are capable of. So yeah, going to be something that's very interesting to look at when those updates drop. And again, just kind of a little bonus section I wanted to put at the end of the video here. So again, thank you for staying by here if you did, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Later.